Oh yeah, real lifers, what's going on? This is Ethan with a special video for today. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about sex and dating terms in English.
Is this real life?
Alright guys, so I don't think that this video will be too offensive, even though I'll be talking about some terms that have to do with sex. So don't worry, this is going to be a great video for anyone to learn about some different vocabulary having to do with sex and dating. The way I'm going to structure this is I'm going to start out by talking about the least amount of commitment level in a relationship, going all the way up to the highest level of commitment in a relationship, which would be marriage, of course. Alright, so the first term I'm going to give you is acquaintance. So an acquaintance is a person who you have just met. So, maybe it's a friend of a friend or someone that you met through an event, maybe one of the real-life English meetups. And it's a person that you don't really know very well. It's not someone you would call a friend. It's just someone you just met. So that term is acquaintance. The next term up the commitment level would be hanging out. So feel free to check out this video here, which gives you some different phrasal verbs, including hang out, so you can learn what hang out means. But hanging out, when we're talking about relationships, means that you've just started to see someone, you've started doing things with them. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have any sort of sexual or romantic relationship yet. It just means that you're doing things together, maybe as friends, maybe with an intention as more than friends. Alright guys, so let's go to commitment level number 3. So the third term that I'm going to give you is friend zone. So a friend zone is somewhere that nobody wants to be. When you're in the friend zone, it means that you like this other person, you like them as more than a friend, but they don't feel the same way. They just see you as a friend. So this is probably not where you want to be. It can make you feel very uncomfortable. It can be emotionally devastating sometimes. So let's try to stay out of the friend zone. So the next level of commitment is going to be hooking up. So check out this article that Justin wrote on all the different uses of the verb hook. Hooking up is one of them. So hooking up is a very vague term, but it means that you're having some sort of romantic relationship with someone, but it's not a very serious romantic relationship. It can mean that you're either have started, hanging out and anywhere from kissing all the way to having sex. The next term I have for you is friends with benefits. So this is very similar to hooking up, but this might take it just to another level of seriousness. This is two people that are friends, but that they've agreed to also have a sort of romantic sexual relationship with no strings attached. They're just friends. They're not dating. They're not boyfriend-girlfriend. It just has to do with sex. Alright, next would be seeing someone. So seeing someone, at that point, there probably is some sort of exclusivity. Or at least there's an intention of seeing this person as more than just a friend, as seeing them as a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You have some sort of romantic interest in them. You might be seeing someone, it could mean that you're going to movies with them, going out to dinner, doing those kind of things that people start doing when they're first testing the waters, when they're first trying out the relationship. Next is going to be going out. So this is definitely sounds like you're in an exclusive relationship at this point, pretty serious. So this means that you're going out with this person. It's a phrasal verb that means what it sounds like. It means that you're going to different places outside of the house with them. So you're going to restaurants, to movies. It's very similar to the last term, but just a little bit more serious. Okay, next we have dating. So when you're dating someone, you're definitely at the point of saying they're your boyfriend or your girlfriend. The next term is exclusive. So exclusive means that you're only seeing this person. You might already be, it's kind of not a very well-drawn line if you're going out, if you're seeing someone, if you're dating them. It's not very well drawn if it's completely exclusive, or if maybe you can be seeing this person and also be seeing someone else. But in most of these cases, it means that you're exclusive. But at this point, we're just definitely saying that you've agreed with this person to be exclusive. This is also where you might see, unfortunately nowadays, being Facebook official. This means that you've put that you're in a relationship with this person on Facebook, so all of your friends there can see it. It's public. The next term I have for you is going steady. So going steady means that you're seeing this person and it's kind of serious. Like there's definitely some big romantic feelings. It means that you've got kind of long-term ideas and things like this. Going steady is kind of an older sounding term. We maybe don't use it as much anymore, but it's a good one to know because you might hear it. The next one is moved in together. So, maybe in some countries it's not too common to move in together until you're actually married. However, in the US, it's becoming more and more common. And I think the same is true in a lot of other English-speaking countries. So if you're traveling, you might see this. People are boyfriend and girlfriend, and they live together, basically. They have a relationship where they're comfortable enough together, they're probably in love, and they're living together at this point. So that's moved in. Alright guys, just got 2 more for you. So the next one is engaged. When you're engaged, it means that you have the intention to get married. So this is where the guy, usually the guy, gets down on one knee and proposes with a ring to the girl, asking her to marry him. So you can have an engagement of, usually it's maybe 6 months or a year or something like that, between going from being a boyfriend-girlfriend to getting married. So it's the time in between those two. Alright, so next obviously is marriage. After you've had your engagement, and hopefully it's all worked out, still going well, you're going to get married. And I think that this is pretty self-explanatory. Marriage is very similar across different cultures. Maybe the actual ceremony can be quite different, but for most of us it means the same thing, being married. And then just one last thing to talk about is divorce. So in the US, unfortunately, it's become very common that people don't last a long time in marriages. More and more people are getting divorced nowadays. The divorce rate has gone up substantially over the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So it's something that's quite common to find someone who's divorced. Alright guys, so I hope that you found these sex and dating terms useful. Add them into your vocabulary. Be sure to use Anki. It's a great tool to help you memorize. You can check out this video here to find out about some other great memorization tools. And the most important, start using them. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Later.